Okay, London and New York session done. Took DE30 in London. Bearish fake out day, broke above previous day high and closed below. Here's the fake out day level, bullish above, bearish below. This move also took out the previous month highs, faking that out. So fake out of a previous peak is the first sign of a reversal. So monthly traders are possibly reversing. So I saw those two things right at London Open. That's when I start trading London. Also saw the H8 breakout level. We're below that, so H8 traders are bearish. And last thing I saw was a fake out of the previous day low. So that establishes a range. And first M15 of London broke out of that range and closed below all those levels. Closed below breakout of a previous day low and breakout of a previous H8 low. That's a breakout setup. So I ended up taking this straight off the M15 and planned to take it down. So first target would have been that breakout level, but I was looking for a longer term move. Reason why is higher time frames are bullish, but I feel like this is a good position to possibly see a longer pullback similar to here. We have a couple of days of breaks out and then price reverses for a couple of days. And so the same scenario is playing out. We got a couple of days of breakout, faking out the high here, and I thought it was a good time to possibly take a longer term sell, especially since we just faked out that previous month high. So that was the idea. The other thing about this trade is this is a counter trend breakout cycle. We broke out above a previous high, so that's a breakout high. Faking out the previous day high above that breakout level is a breakout reversal cycle, and then we breaking out below a previous day low, right above that breakout level. That's a counter trend breakout. So in my chart, breakout of that previous day high, faking out a previous high at the top here is a breakout reversal, and then when you break out below a previous low above the breakout level, that's a counter trend breakout cycle. Most times these counter trend breakouts go straight to that breakout level, and so the idea for me was to take that move and then look for the move where it closes below, false breakout, turning all of this into a peak formation, and then possibly continuing with the new trend. So that was the idea. I was hoping for this hoping for this market to get below that breakout level. And if it did do that, I'd be in the best position with my stop loss here. But didn't do that. Instead, it faked out the H4 low right here. And then once I saw that, I went break even and I got taken out on this move back up. So didn't get anything on this. I was trading a breakout setup, but based off a counter trend breakout cycle. Reason why is we just faked out the previous month high, and I thought that this would be a good time to be looking for at least a couple more days of sell setups. So I took that one in London, and I also took one on oil. Oil bearish breakout day. Hard time frames are all bearish. Monthly peak bias are all bearish as well. Faked out that previous month high. So looking for a pull back to the high of the day to take this down to continue the higher time frame trend. So London Open, price pumped up, faked out the H8 high, and then I entered straight off this M15 candle. So took it straight off the M15, and the idea was to take it down to the previous day low. I'm relying on the higher time frame traders to push this move down. And so I took it like this, and around 6:37, I went for dinner. Went break even just to protect my position. At the time, it looked pretty nice, and came back to a break even trade. So, and I did not didn't have a setup, one that I trusted to take this down. In hindsight, this looks like a nice move, but it's not a setup for me, so I did not take this one. So yeah, missed out on this move, but yeah, it's okay. And that's it. So London was break even, didn't get anything off of London. And then in New York, was looking at the indices initially, was waiting for a high fake out of NAS. It's a bearish breakout day, so I was looking to sell below this breakout level. Was waiting for price to fake out the highs and then sell when we're below the breakout level. But instead, price just dropped down, and I had no setups for NAS. Didn't trade that. US 30 had a setup to take it in the opposite direction. Uh, Tapped the previous day low a couple times, creating that range, but I wasn't really sure about taking a buy on US 30. I would have taken this on the 1 hour, the 20 minute, faking out that previous day low. Um, but the reason why I didn't take that is because yesterday it just flipped that breakout level, the breakout level. So this is a possible peak formation, and so I'd rather be selling it, breaking out a previous day low to take it down. Wouldn't want to take this move up. If I did, I'd have to drop down to a lower time frame to take a aggressive move down here, and I would be trading it back up to that breakout level. But wasn't quite sure about this because the other indices I felt had a bearish bias on the day, so did not take US 30. And so didn't have any setups on the indices, and so I went to the Nikkei. Saw this one in Asia this morning. In this morning's video, I mentioned that saw this move, and I was waiting for a pullback on Nikkei to fake out the high over here. Didn't do that until New York. So I had an alert set there, and it alerted right at New York, and so I ended up taking this move. Fake out the H8 high at the high of the day. I need H1 and M15 time traders in alignment. So I need to get below the M15 breakout level. And then I also needed the H1 breakout level on my side as well. So another thing I liked about this trade is that we were also faking out that range at the H1 range. It's an inside bar, and we faked out the high of the range. So once I saw that, and right at NY Equity Open, I entered impulsively under all these levels, stop loss high of the day, and was looking to trade this down to at least the previous day low. But again, I'm looking for a longer move. Reason wise, we just flipped the weekly breakout level. So again, whenever we flip these breakout levels, those are always possible swing points. You're never going to get a flip of a breakout level unless you're at a swing point. They don't happen anywhere else except at swing points. And so whenever I see that, I'm always going to be looking for a trade in the opposite direction. Swing points to me are the best places to look for trades. So saw that on the weekly, and then wanted to take that down. It faked out the H. Let me clear all this up. So I took it somewhere below here. Stop loss high of the day. Trading it down to previous day low. Saw that it faked out the H4 low, but in my opinion, if I'm at the high of the day and it stays underneath the H8 high, that locks in the high of the day. And if that stays locked in, there's a huge reward if I hold it through. So I did not want to get shaken out of this position, but in the end, it came up and took me out, stop loss. So some people don't like to see that. Some people, when price gets back in their break-even point, they exit. But for me, I definitely hold on to it. I'm only trading at higher time frame fakeouts, and so often I'll have a big move in the opposite direction. So I'd rather be holding for a longer move rather than cutting my trades off short and possibly not getting a reentry. So as long as my stop loss was at the high of the day, I'm fine taking a loss like this. It's only 1 hour loss. A lot of days this move will continue down. Had lots of higher time frame confluence here. At the bottom here, you can see 83.3% of everything I'm looking for was satisfied by this move. And so 83% of the time, I would expect this move to continue down. Had everything that I wanted. It just wasn't ready yet. So took a loss on this one. And that's it. Did not see anything else. Gold, I actually liked gold. Gold, it broke out initially, and then once I saw it come down, I thought maybe I might take this to the downside. And once I saw this M15 fake out, I really thought about taking a fake out continuation trade on this one on the M15. But I opted against it because I just took that loss on Nikkei. One of the things that I really try not to do is overtrade, especially after taking a loss. So did not take this move, although it would have been a nice one. GJ, nothing on GJ. Oh, the other thing, today was kind of an annoying day, actually. Lots of break even trades for me. Took this one in Asia. I think it was here. Took this M15 and was trying to hold it up to at least the H8 range. But I wanted to see how price reacted at that H8 breakout level. Um, Touched it, faked it out, and then I went break even and I got taken out on one of these moves down. I think probably this one. Got taken out on this move down, and then price eventually got to where I was aiming for. Was aiming for the H8 range, but I really wanted to get it to the previous day high or the high of the week. So yeah, it's just one of those days, right? Like it just happens. Lots of break-even trades. UJ took me out break even. Didn't get anything off of this. Yeah, left about 2R, almost 2R on this, but yeah, it's okay. That's just how it goes. So it's frustrating when your trade direction is correct, but you don't get anything off of it. So it happened on UJ, happened on oil. D30, no, this one I would have taken a stop loss if I didn't go break even. So yeah, and then I took a loss on Nikkei, and that's it. So yeah, that's all. So done for the day. We'll be back for Asia.